Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ bless. I'm Officer Razis with Israel United in Christ. And in this video, we'll be discussing the Shadow War, China's military conquest of the Pacific Islands. China's naval conquest of the Pacific Islands marks a pivotal shift in global power dynamics as China asserts its influence beyond its immediate borders. With strategic foresight and military precision, China naval forces swiftly established dominance over the Pacific Islands, securing key positions and resources in the region. This conquest not only expands China's territorial reach, but also strengthens its geopolitical clout, challenging the established order led by the Western powers. In this video, we'll be discussing 5 key points how the growing military presence of China in the Pacific Islands carries significant negative effects for the region. Number 1. Sovereignty concerns. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Many Pacific Island nations are small and vulnerable, with limited resources and capacity to resist external pressures. The influx of Chinese investments and military infrastructure projects may come with strings attached, leading to concerns about sovereignty erosion and dependency on China. Number 2. Environmental impact. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. China's military activities, including construction projects and naval exercises, can have adverse effects on the fragile ecosystem of the Pacific Islands. Damage to coral reefs, pollution from military vessels, and disruption of marine life poses serious environmental threats, affecting local livelihoods and biodiversity. Number 3. Security risks. Psalms chapter 120 and verse 6. My soul hath long dwelt with him that hateth peace. I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war. While China may frame its military presence as benign or for defense purposes, the buildup of military infrastructure and forces could exacerbate security tensions in the region. Heightened militarization increases the risk of conflict escalation and undermines efforts towards peaceful coexistence and cooperation among Pacific Island nations. Number 4. Economic imbalance. Micah chapter 2 and verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Chinese investments in infrastructure projects and resource extraction may not always benefit local communities and economies. Concerns arise over issues such as unfair labor practices, unsustainable resource exploitation, and unequal distribution of economic gains, leading to social unrest and economic imbalances within Pacific Island societies. Number 5. Cultural and social impact. Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. The influx of Chinese workers and businesses associated with military projects can bring about cultural changes and social tensions within the Pacific Island nations. Rapid urbanization, influx of foreign influences, and cultural displacement are potential consequences that may stain local communities and traditional ways of life. Overall, the negative effects of China's military expansion in the Pacific Islands highlights the complex challenges faced in the region in balancing economic development, security concerns, and preservation of sovereignty and cultural identity. We must come back as the 12 tribes of Israel in these last days and keep the commandments and the faith of Jesus Christ, the Black Messiah.